for checking out this video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I go over oily skin, hooded eyes, and beauty. Welcome back to my primer wars. Today is episode 3, and if you missed the previous episodes, I'll go ahead and link them down below for you. To catch you guys up, I'll be testing out 10 drugstore primers to see what is best for your oily skin. For each of these primers, I will be testing them out with my favorite liquid foundation and my favorite loose powder foundation. And then of course, I'm gonna be doing an all-day wear test. I will also be testing out the touching up process because, as you know, the touching up process for oily skin can be a little bit tricky. So let's get into primer number 3, and that is the number 7 Airbrush Away Primer. With this primer, pores and fine lines visibly disappear, leaving your skin perfectly smooth and even. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which helps soften the appearance of fine lines and smooths the skin. I tested this primer out for 2 days, and day 1 is going to be my first impressions, and I did an all-day wear test wearing my favorite liquid foundation. So let's roll the tape. That smells really good. Feels like I'm just putting on a lotion. It feels really nice. It smells so good. It's not heavily fragranced though, just slightly. I actually don't even smell it anymore. I just smell it like as I apply it, like on first application, and then that's really about it. My skin really absorbed all of that. That feels really good. It feels really nice. My skin does look matte and it feels moisturized. It did not fill in my pores, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna put some makeup on and I'll be right back. So I'm back with the rest of my makeup, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror and my makeup looks really, really good. My makeup went on absolutely smooth. I do see my pores just a little bit, but I think my foundation did a really good job with filling in the pores. I just would have liked to have had a little extra help from my primer, but I think everything looks pretty good. Okay, let me give you a close-up so you can see. All right, everything is looking pretty smooth. So I'm actually really, really liking it, and so I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like at the end of the day. So here we are 10 hours later, and my makeup is looking so good. I went ahead and did the touch-up process just to see what it was like, and this is my oil sheet. That's not normal. I normally cover this entire thing, but yeah, barely anything came through. So I think it really did a good job with controlling my oils. I normally get some translucent powder and just buff in the creases, and there weren't too many creases really. I think that this really held up really, really nicely. Nothing had to be pushed back into place. Absolutely nothing. Let me just show you guys up close. Looks pretty good. My foundation stayed on my nose. My creases that I get in between my eyebrows look pretty good. Yeah, no grouping, no separating, no creasing, no dry spots. I mean, I think it held up really, really nice. Here we are 10 hours and 2 touch-ups later. I am wearing my favorite loose powder foundation, and I noticed that whenever I was putting on my concealer wouldn't blend out. And I did notice that on day 1 when I was wearing my favorite liquid foundation, my concealer wasn't blending out as much as I would like for it to blend out. So I had to kind of keep packing it on, because you can see the outline of where I put my little dot of the concealer, but throughout the day, it definitely kind of just like blended out together, I guess, with my oils. I didn't really notice it. I did try covering it up with more concealer. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I think I look pretty good. My foundation has stayed on my nose, it stayed on my chin. Really, the touch-up process was just removing my oils, and I used my translucent powder, of course, just to blend out like I always do, but really nothing was out of place. There were no creases, no cracking, nothing like that. It was just the weird concealer not blending out. Let's go ahead and take a look at my face. Ignore the eyeshadow. Trying out new things. Just, yeah. I think it definitely controlled my oils, and my skin, like my foundation still looks so smooth. I really, really like this. Yeah, please totally forget about that eyeshadow look for day 2. That was horrible. I was trying to film an IGTV video and I was really just doing my makeup in the monitor, so I couldn't really actually see how bad that makeup was until I was done, and then I was like, well, that's that. So I'm totally scrapping the video, but just, you know, erase that from your minds. No one needs that to be in their brain. Anyway, back to the primer. It really does smooth out my skin. It really created a perfect base for my foundation. It just went on so smooth. And I did notice that my fine lines and my wrinkles were a little bit smoothed out, even though my pores were not as filled as I would like them to be. My fine lines were. And as you could see, it really controlled my oils while still feeling moisturizing. It was just the weirdest thing. Just putting on the primer felt like I was moisturizing on top of my moisturizer. So I was like, oh, this might be a little too much, but it was actually really nice. So far, I really haven't been disappointed in the primers that I've tried. I know I'm only on the 3rd one, but they've been pretty nice so far. This is gonna be tough. So let me know down in the comments below, have you tried this primer or anything from that line at all? Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and please hit that thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe for more content because I have so much more to give you guys. I really am so excited about this series and all of the others that are coming up. So yeah, anyway, love you guys. Bye. Also, I've had this sweater for a while, but I just really wanted to show it off.